What's up, Alibuyers? No worries, my phone is on a mount, but I'm gonna do 2 live parts right now. I am going to the townhomes that Lori and Alex and Melanie and JJ and Tylee lived in before I go to the property, so I thought you guys just would like to come along for the ride. Not sure how close I can get to the actual apartment because I don't want to intrude, but oh, just ran a stop sign right here in Rexburg. Lord have mercy. So we're going to the townhomes. For those of you just joining, go see the last place that Tylee and JJ lived. For those of you that just missed it, I ran a stop sign big time. But I do have this on a mount, so I'm not even looking at it. So if you're commenting, I can't see it. So we are going to the townhomes here in Rexburg. Then I'll probably continue this live until I get to the fence, and then I may stop the live. I don't know. I kind of want to do it on my iPad because the video camera is better, but we'll see. Thanks for everybody for joining. It's kind of weird being here after covering this case for what, 3.5 years now. It's a few miles from these townhomes to Chad's property from what I can tell on maps. Hi everybody, I'm not looking, I'm trying to drive, but hey to everybody who joined. Tomorrow's a huge day. Lori's gonna be sentenced and put away forever until she goes to Arizona to answer for Charles and Brandon. But in the meantime, I think tomorrow will be a big day of resolution for so many people to finally get this done. And we still have a ways to go with Chad's trial and then whatever awaits her in Arizona, but we're getting there. And this is the first big step with her being their mother and not protecting them. It's only appropriate she goes first and gets sentenced first. So Rexburg is everybody. I've only been in town for about an hour. I spent a few days at Yellowstone. It was great. I totally needed it. I'm a good solo vacationer. I missed my kids, but I'm going to tell you, there would have been some whining about some car sickness if I'd have taken, especially my youngest. But this is the turn to Pioneer. Here's a Maverick gas station right here. I'm not sure if this is the one Alex went to. I just saw the Del Taco that he stopped at after he left Chad's property the day Tylee was buried. It's kind of weird seeing all these places, but thank you everybody for the super chats. I'm just bringing y'all along for the ride. I figure instead of doing it by myself, I bring my Alibuyers with me. All right, let's see where we gotta go. You know, you think about it, Tylee was only here a week, maybe. My dates, I haven't had enough coffee. My dates aren't snappy at the moment, but unfortunately, Tylee was only here for about a week or so. And, you know, yesterday I was in Yellowstone going kind of through where they went, and I thought just how sad that she was surrounded by so much awesome beauty, only to be surrounded by so much evil and not know it. Or maybe she did know it, but I don't think Tylee ever could have expected they would do what they did to her. I might just keep this live stream going. It's easier than starting another one. So I think we're coming up on the townhomes here soon. If I put the right ones in. I'm not sure how close I can get to actually where Lori's apartment was. I'm not sure how it works, but okay, so we're turning into the townhomes here that they stayed at. Let's see, let's try to find 175. I totally get lost in these things, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. Let's see here. I'm at 201, 203. I think I might have to loop around. 211. Getting lost. Look, you guys travel with me, the one thing you're gonna learn, this girl gets lost all the time. There's probably still people out there that I gave directions to that are just still lost years later. It's a nice little complex, it seems. But you see how these garages sort of connect to the houses? I think that's how Alex was able to get the kids to the truck without being seen. Oh, I'm in the 400s. I'm way off, y'all. Here's 67. Make sure I don't like get hit by somebody. 67. It's gotta be back in here somewhere. I think I gotta make another right and then take that first right. Look, y'all riding in circles with me. I think I just went out the exit. Told y'all. Look, we're gonna bust a Yui right here. Big Yui. We gotta go back in. Hope y'all don't get car sick riding with me. Alright. Let's see. There we go. Okay, here's 101. So we'll just, let's see here. You are here. Well, yeah, I know where I'm at. Let's see, here's 102. I think maybe this next little turn. I know they had this little, okay, here's 151. Let's see what we can find this way. It's gotta be this way. $158. Here's, let's see. Let me find a house number. Here's 181. 165. So we're, I think this might be it over here. I'm gonna park. Oh, visitor parking, how perfect. This might not even be like the right complex, let's see. Oh yeah, here we are. There's 178. So we're in the right area. I'm gonna get out and walk. Might get kicked off the property. Sorry, my phone said it had to cool down. I'm not sure what that meant. All right, let's get out and see if we can find 175. It's 178. Right here. 175. Right there where that wreath is. I don't want to be too creepy, but that right there is the apartment that Lori stayed at. And then I think Melanice was right here. So remember, right there's that ring cam where we saw JJ run right here. So there's 175. Okay, I'm not gonna linger because I don't want to be creepy. Yeah, but there you go. That's the area right there. Thank you guys for the super chats. I really appreciate it. So let's get out of here. Yeah, I wanted to find that because it's important, you know. The last video we saw sweet little JJ, the one that concerned his grandma Kay so much with his behavior, because we know she wasn't medicating her son like she should have, and he paid the price. he paid the price for that, and how he felt and all the craziness that, with the move, and then, first and foremost, just losing his dad, and then his dad just being gone. And we know that Lori minimized what JJ knew, saying, well, he doesn't understand. And then you hear from the school where they say JJ was very upset and said his dad's just working, he's not in heaven. And Lori seemed to always kind of minimize JJ's abilities. He had a ton of abilities. Back when things were good, they worked very hard. Charles got him the service dog that she sold, and but I always hated the way she minimized JJ, and I always hated the way that she would tell people he was a drug baby. JJ was much more than that. He was a smart little dude, and it's different being here, y'all. It's just like there's definitely a little bit of a weight to it, to being here and knowing what happened here, which I wanted to do this today just to kind of get my mind ready for sentencing, and just to share it with you guys, because we started this podcast the day they found the kids' bodies, and it's been a journey. And my kid's school reminded me she hasn't had her Tdap vaccine, but we're gonna get that soon. So Rexburg's actually like right in here. There's a lot more than I thought it would be. A little town that has some stuff in here. Sorry I can't read the comments, but I did read one at the red light. JJ would have gone very far in life. Tylee too. Tylee just never, unfortunately, was able to get free from her mom, and it killed her. What a shame. She's such a beautiful, beautiful girl with a lot of potential, and I think her spunk would have carried her very far in life. And JJ had way more ability than Lori gave him credit for. I think he would have done very well in life. At the end of the day, though, I just sit here and I always think to myself, why didn't they just leave those kids with somebody? It would have been so easy. Then they could have just gone on and done their wackadoodle religion. Unfortunately, Charles and Tammy would still be gone, but the kids is really, and that shot at Brandon is really what kick-started this. You think about it, Kay raised the flag with the welfare check. But had they not killed the kids and tried to shoot Brandon, I think that unfortunately they might have got away with Charles and Tammy, and JJ and Tylee would still be alive, and maybe we wouldn't even know these people's names. But I know that tomorrow is a heavy, heavy day for Kay to have to get up and face Lori, and for Vicky, which is Tammy Daybell's aunt. I think there are a couple of written statements from Tammy's dad and her sister. And, I can't imagine the stress Kay feels today, knowing that tomorrow, and, here's the perfect thing about it for tomorrow, at least for me. I'm going to try to get the air to hit this, because lots of cars coming. I'm just trying to keep this in the vent for right now so it doesn't get overheated. I think I have my phone blazing in the sun right now, so all right, let's do this. Make sure I'm going the right way on my phone, on the air. Anyway, sorry about the chaos. My phone apparently is just baking in the sun right now because I've got it up on the dash. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's better to do these things with you guys than by myself. So we're taking the Sugar City Salem exit up here. We're right here. I'm like cupping my hand trying to get it to my phone so it stays cool and it doesn't overheat anymore. Because see, the bad thing is this, when my phone overheats, my GPS goes out. So I'm going to end up stranded near Chad's house. Alright, so in 1 mile we're going to turn on North Salem Highway. There's a sign for Rexburg. We are 3 miles away from Chad's house. I probably should slow down so I don't get a ticket. It's 35. So we had some banners printed from us alibis here on the fence a while back for JJ and Tylee. As you know, the prices were so generous for years to let us use this fence as a memorial since we couldn't put it on Chad's property. And then they were gracious enough to let us use it again during sentencing. So the banners are back up and we're able to come pay our respects here. Grizzly, mama bear, and 3 cubs. So this is Old Salem Highway, North Salem Highway. Let me see if I'm going the right way. So this is 2 miles down here on the road. I could be lost, but I doubt it. I think I got it. I know somebody had a hard time finding it just with the Waze, but we'll see. If you guys have followed this since the beginning, you know the feeling we all had when Nate Eaton was up in that chopper over Chad's property and we saw that backhoe. And I still thought, no way, they're looking for evidence or something. I thought there's no way these kids are back there, and bam, a few hours later, we hear there were remains found. And, you know, it's interesting. You think, was it a control thing where he could see if there was any suspicion or, you know, I remember in Lori's trial, they pointed out all the places that you could see where they were buried from inside the house. And you think about Tammy Daybell washing her dishes or being at her sink and looking outside and having no clue what was feet from her. As much as she loved children, they have grandkids. I mean, just evil. And then Tammy was killed in that very house. I'm sure it has to be so surreal for the people. Oh wow, you can see the Tetons from to the right, like a silhouette. I think it's the Tetons. You think about like the price that the locals have paid with all the media attention and just the horror of what happened so close to home for them. I can't imagine. But Chatty boy, April Fool's, joke's on you, sucker, because you going to trial. We're going to be there every step of the way. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. So I am 5 blocks from the intersection I don't know to go left or right. But you could kind of pick out that house, like the house part of Chad's property, because it has that sort of vaulted ceiling. That was his bedroom. He lived upstairs. Okay, so it looks like right here. Oh, right, here we are. Here we are. Here's Chad's house right here. Turning into it. Right in front of me is Chad's house. There's people out here at the fence. Don't know who it is, but we're going to find out. Oh, wow, y'all. Crap. This is so heavy. A Shanley painter. All right, let's get out and do this, y'all. Wow, I don't even really want to talk. Like, it's heavy. I'm going to say hey to these guys because I know them. Hey, fancy meeting you here. What's up? I'm live right now. I'm live right now. There's Shanley. Check it out, y'all. Here's our fence. Shanley, I'm live. There's Shanley. How are you? You look so pretty. Look at you in your dress, and I'm like in my Nike shorts. Yeah, I've never been here before.
Really?
It's so heavy.
Obviously, this is the,
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
well,
y'all.
the cattails, this is different from 3 years ago. They
Right.
weren't quite as high.
Yeah.
You can see the fire pit area still.
I'm gonna walk across. Yeah. Man, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Like you feel it right here in your chest. Dang. So the fire pit area is
Yeah,
right
you can still
there.
see that.
Yeah, so you can still see that fire pit area.
And then the tree back that way is where the pond is, where JJ's.
Oh, okay, so
buddy
that's where
lives.
JJ was. Oh, bless. Dang. So Chad's kids still live here, right?
Yes.
They're probably watching us from the
And
window.
grandkids. Yeah.
They're watering something over there.
So the memorial fence used to be on this.
Yeah, I remember they made them move it.
Moved it over here.
Well, the prices, you know, they stopped it because, you know, I understand,
Right.
but they were so kind to let us do it again.
It looks really, really nice.
Yeah, it does look good. So how early are you getting there tomorrow?
I don't know. I am disappointed that there's only like a few seats for
I know.
us. But yeah, we're gonna try to get there early and just make it a really long day.
Yeah, I hear you. Somebody else pulling up. Gosh, y'all, this is so heavy. It's actually smaller than what I thought, like from the overheads, you know, between the two.
First thoughts when
Yeah, it's a lot smaller.
during my first time here, because we had been seeing drone footage and
Yeah, and it made it
And
look like it
yes.
was vast, but
It's
it wasn't.
It's
Hey,
not.
Janine. Miss Janine.
Good to finally meet you. You look so cute. Yes, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, finally. Gigi.
Hey, Janine.
Yes, she's on
How are
live, and
you?
so-
Good, how are you?
Oh, man. Feeling a little heavy right
I
now.
know it.
Oof.
I know.
Gosh, man, like takes your breath away a little bit.
Huh?
It does.
Takes your breath away a little
I
bit.
know.
Just
yes, every time I'm out here, I get choked up. And then when Ray Hermosillo came yesterday, he got choked up. He got so choked
Such
up,
a
and he
good guy.
goes, thank you.
oh.
I mean, and Chuck and Silas has come when we've been out here doing the fence, and he gets choked up every time. And
Yes.
Is this the one the dates were wrong on, or
well,
Tylee's?
Rock said he thought one of the dates.
Because the last ones we did, remember, I sent in that last
yeah,
one because
Rock-
Kay helped us out with that
right,
one.
right.
I think those are right.
She designed these.
Gigi did.
Those three,
beautiful.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then this, she has this hanging up in her office when she does a podcast. And I'm like,
Yes.
I need a picture of the four of them.
Yes.
Gigi, and she's getting ready to go to the airport Thursday morning. I go, can you send the PDF through the printer?
Yay.
Yeah, I sent you those files,
Yes,
so
she is.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. So, yeah, I don't see that the dates are wrong, are they?
I don't think
Maybe
so.
2002 to 2019.
And then that's the newer one that we
so
sent,
it's
so they should be right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
panicked.
Clint. How are you, sir?
I'm present and accounted for.
I hear you. That's all we
Good
could
to see
ask
ya.
for, right? Good to see
And
you.
this is Chanley and Glenn.
And then this is kind of what I have in my office, but we just did one with their names on it for sentencing. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Yeah, we're on a public road. She has been here since day one. She's been helping Kay and Larry really since all this started, way before the kids were found, just being a liaison and a friend to them here locally and keeping them informed on things. But see, we're on public roads, so they can't do anything. But you think about it, that's the house where Tammy Daybell was killed. But I think the thing for me, y'all, is it's crazy how short of a distance it is from where Tylee was found, which is about right there, to where JJ was found, which is right there. And it's not far at all. It just looked bigger on overhead, so it's a lot of land here. There's the shed where they found the tools that had Tylee's DNA on them. I think that shed may come in more when Chad's trial happens. There's some things that Lori just couldn't, we couldn't bring in during Lori's trial because it just couldn't be attributed to her. But what a heavy, heavy place, y'all. Very close to the road. You think about the fact they're right here in broad daylight. They buried the both of them. Their houses that close. I mean, not super close, but I mean, if you see, maybe, I fully believe that where JJ was buried was done well in advance. We had those cut roots and stuff. You look at Chad's right here. They're watering some of their plants. I think that was Chad's bedroom over there. Heavy. God bless them. I hope they're at peace. All of them. Charles, too. Yeah, I'm shocked nobody saw them, too. I can't put into words how heavy this is, y'all. It's like a weight on your chest. It's almost kind of like a sick feeling. So some of Chad's kids still live there and some of the grandkids. I'm not going to show like cars and stuff. I don't want to, invade their privacy. I know people have opinions, but they live here with children, so unimaginable what happened here, y'all. The whole reason we're here. So Janine is going to interview with Court TV. I'm going to be very quiet. It's just I'm just surprised at how close to the road this is. And then I believe this is where Emma lives, like over there. I don't know if she lives that way or there. It had to be that way because Chad was in the driveway watching. I don't know, maybe that driveway though. Yeah, no, he was in that driveway maybe where that car is right there. And then if you remember, as soon as they hit JJ's remains, he took off like the coward he is. Wow. Janine's been amazing to Kay and Larry and really everybody. Anytime we needed a banner printed and put up here, she picked it up, hung it up. She comes and weeds the memorial fence. And we're just so grateful to the Price family for opening this back up again for us today for this sentencing. And gosh. Kind of deserted, but you see there's a house there. I mean, it's not like there's a whole area that's just private. They had to do this really kind of in daylight. I mean, just broad daylight, really. Very brazen.
Are you that little southern girl, Gigi.
I'm that Southern girl, Gigi.
I watch you all the time. I live just right over there,
Oh,
just a mile.
it's so nice to meet
To
you.
meet you. Enjoy Idaho.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Nice to meet you. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure how the Daybell family can live here. It's so heavy. Just standing here is heavy. So I can't imagine like what, I don't know. I guess they're able to separate it. I have no clue. And then the very house that your mom was killed in. I'm not sure how you can live there. But I'm going to come here. There's a little bit of a better view of the pet cemetery area right here where poor Tylee was found. Dang, rest in peace. Rest in peace, kiddos, and Tammy and Charles. The long road to justice, right? Yeah, they're still living there. Although John Pryor actually owns the deed to this property, so I wonder after Chad's trial, is he going to kick the kids out? Because I can't imagine Chad has any money from Tammy's life insurance policies left. But you think about it, that house right there is where a lot of this planning went down on Chad's part. So much evil came from that house right there that cost 4 lives. He'll get what's coming. So yeah, this tree back here is where JJ was. The one in the distance, like right there. That's where JJ was found. And if you're just joining, it just hit me too how close in proximity they are. From the aerial shots and everything, it looked like it was pretty far. But it's really not far. So I'm going to turn side. Well, yeah, I can't do orientation. But Pet Cemetery, JJ's tree's the one kind of sticking out there. Looks like they've got just some wood piles there. Like they piled up some things and yeah, you know, it's heavy. So back over at the fence area, you can just see there's a Hidden True Crimes banner. It's very pretty. Love that font. You're good. I'm just... It's weird to be here. It's really about all I can say. It's very weird. Very weird. Oh, sweet babies. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to knock it off here and just pay some private respects. And just wanted to bring y'all with me here since we've been on this journey for nearly 4 years now. All right, guys, I'm going to end this. Thank you for joining. Thanks to everybody who super chatted. That wasn't why I hopped on. I just wanted to just show where this evil stuff happened to these precious souls. Okay, guys, we will see you soon. I hope that you guys will tune in for sentencing tomorrow. And let's at least put this to bed for Lori. Chad, you're next, buddy. You'll never see this property again. You'll never see the outside of prison walls again. Neither one of you is a little butterfly right there. Just kind of flying through. I don't know if you can see it. Little white butterfly just hanging out. There he goes. All right, guys. We'll see you soon.